Right, thanks for letting me come by. Yeah, for us, it's a really big weekend. We play the team that gave us our only loss in the first half of the Big Ten in Michigan, and they are still in second place, and we have a one-game lead. And so, obviously, both matches with Michigan and Michigan State are very important. Gives us a chance, an opportunity to maybe get a two-game lead with 8 matches left in the season in the Big Ten season, and so we're excited and hoping for a big crowd and a lot of support this weekend. So, yeah, any questions about the weekend? Everybody's as healthy as we're going to be. Yeah, we don't have Laura or Anna, but Erin Johnson looks great, and she was good against Minnesota. There were some questions about whether she was okay because she didn't play against Iowa, and that was purely because we felt like we would rather rest her and we had a chance to beat Iowa without her. But she was on call in case things went bad. So. Orozco, she's like a freshman. I mean, sometimes she's really good, and sometimes she makes some freshman mistakes. But I think her actually it worked out that she didn't play the whole season because about this time for most freshmen in hitting positions they start to wear down, and the fact that she was kind of able to rest for the middle part of the season, she's starting to get her legs more now, where she would typically be losing them. So that we're optimistic that she's going to get better as the season goes on, as opposed to kind of dying off.
What was the psychological impact of losing to
Initially, it was really hard. I think not because we were worried about Jasmine and that she wasn't going to be able to perform, but more because everyone just loves Laura and the fact that we just were heartbroken for her, more than we were worried about the team moving forward because we played without her and we did pretty well, and so we knew that Jasmine would do a good job, but more just heartbreak for Laura.
What does Michigan do well?
They have 2 Player of the Year candidates, I think, and Alex Hunt, who is a lefty outside, plays left side as a lefty, which is you don't see that very much, and she hits the ball extremely hard. And then they have, some people might argue, the best setter in the country, in Alexi Zimmerman, who attacks more than most setters, meaning she jumps up and on second contacts and throws it around. And to be honest, both those guys were very, very successful the first time around, and we're working on a game plan to solve that this time. So.
Coach, Jen Bonilla was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week again this week. Talk about the impact she's had for the team this year.
Well, with losing Ashley last year, we brought her in hoping that she'd be our starter. She's probably the most accomplished libero that's come out of high school, maybe ever, because she played on the youth and junior teams her whole career. She's played in the USA system since she was 12 years old, and so it wasn't like she wasn't known as a great libero. But she stepped right in and really exceeded our expectations as far as her performance as a freshman. I think early on, she was a great athlete and she has great instincts, and she kind of relied on those instead of relying on working inside the confines of our system and maybe seeing some visual cues and adjusting to that. And now she's starting to do those things and play inside of our system, and then we kind of give her that freedom to use her instincts inside the system. And I think she's really starting to figure it out. And I thought this weekend she was exceptional. Basically, against Minnesota, they had these 2 outsides who said, "Okay, Jen, we're going to take everything but right at you, and they're going to come hard at you." And I thought she was one of the biggest reasons why we won that match. Didn't work out so well in the second set, but it worked out well in the other ones.
What are your thoughts on how your team's responded since Laura's gone down? And are you impressed, obviously, and are you surprised at all?
It's hard. You're in the middle of the season. We've got our heads down. We're just kind of going forward. But if I step back and look at the team, I'm shocked at how resilient and how tough they are because they've been through a lot. I mean, we lost Erin Johnson's loss too with having mono. How we respond to that has been exceptional as well because she means a lot to our team offensively and defensively. And her coming back was huge for us against Minnesota. I don't know if we beat Minnesota without her back. And I think the team felt like we just had to survive, without her in this time, even though Nicole Kump did a great job. I'm just the word that comes to my mind is just resilient. They're just a resilient group, and they believe in themselves and they believe in each other. And we've been in some really tough matches and put ourselves in some difficult situations, down players, and I'm really proud of the way they've responded. I mean, I think it bodes well moving forward that if we get into some tough matches, hopefully in the NCAA tournament or later on in the Big Ten, that we're going to respond the right way. Our leadership has really stepped up. Hillary Hayne and Johanna Banger, especially our seniors, have really taken on a stronger leadership role. So I guess I'm I'm excited. I don't know. Just more impressed. Just more impressed. Sometimes stand back and just kind of in awe of how well they've done.